The show, three to get ready now, go cat, go, but don't you step on my blue shoe.
And country go. All new shows on Spectrum on Air. Visit our website on spectrumonair.com or listen on Mixcloud Live.
Don't forget, you can listen to this radio station on the Get Me Radio platform. Download the Get Me Radio app and listen on your Android or Apple mobile phone, and a whole range of TV apps such as Roku, Fire, Android and Apple TV. You can also listen on Alexa and Google Home devices. Just search for Get Me Radio. Download the apps and listen to this radio station on your favorite devices.
Why not come with me, Tony Ingledown, on a journey in my time tunnel? Broadcast every Monday between 2 and 3 p.m. on Spectrum on Air. I'll be taking a trip down memory lane, playing music from the late 60s through to the 80s. Indulge yourself in some nostalgia and let us go back in time together. That's Tony's Time Tunnel every Monday between 2 and 3 p.m. on Spectrum on Air, the colourful voice of radio. I hope that's a date. Don't be late.
New smart apps with our advanced ways for viewing. XP TV One. You can now view us on Samsung Galaxy Store, Apple App Store, Google Play, Roku, Samsung Smart TV's App Store, and Apple TV, Huawei, Amazon Fire Stick, and App Store. XP TV One. Tomorrow's TV broadcasting today.
You are listening to Spectrum on Air. The colourful voice of radio.
Welcome to Let's Get It On with me, Suzanne Letting. Each week we're going to be listening to brand new releases from artists all over the globe. So now's the time to grab that cup of tea, that cup of coffee, or even a glass of wine as we get lost in some fabulous music.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, hello and a very warm welcome to your Saturday night with me, Suzanne Letting, here on Let's Get It On. Now, for most of you who know that intro, yes, of course, it's Thunderbirds. And I had the wonderful opportunity to speak to Dee Anderson this week. She is on tour at the moment talking about her life growing up with Jerry and Sylvia Anderson, obviously, with Thunderbirds, Stingray and Captain Scarlet. Now, they were my childhood favourites and they are iconic classic TV shows. They don't make them like that anymore, do they? Anyway, she's coming up near me in July and she may well stay with me, so I will have more to tell you about Thunderbirds and all of the wonderful toys that were created as a result of that TV series. Fascinating chat. The interview is in production as I speak, and as soon as it's alive, I will let you know. But for tonight, oh my goodness, another bumper-packed show. I've had so many submissions this last week. I am working my way through it, so not a lot of time to talk to you. So we're going to kick off tonight with a new artist for you to get to know. This is The Memory of Snow from their album Obsidian Dust. And this is So Many Buildings Close to the Sea.
air is thick with dust and noise. The city is melting in the sun. People are walking to the wild dance of the day. People are dreaming that nothing will fade away. So many buildings close to the sea. So many summers to believe. So many strangers to set us free. So many buildings. Fire dances all around you. Fever in the sickness of your moves. People are leaving for broken promises. People are waiting for the end of better days. So many buildings close to the sea. So many summers to believe. So many strangers to set us free. So many buildings. So many buildings.
Was The Memory of Snow, all the way from Caen in France. They are soulful new wave music entrepreneurs, and they count Depeche Mode, George Michael, Curve, Eyeless in Gaza, the David Bowie, Peter Gabriel, Peter Bowen, Manic Street Porters, all drink a little bit of wine together and have an overall nice evening. This is sort of how this music aims to sound, and I think you'll agree. I think they are one to watch. They are on Facebook. You'll also find them on Bandcamp, so you can go and look them up. Well, I'm going to follow that up with a brand new track from our wonderful Julian Marsh. This is Come Dancing With Me. This is the Tropical House Radio Mix, and I think we will, Julian.
Come dancing with me. Come dancing with me. dancing with me. Dancing with me. Come dancing with me. Dancing with me. Let's go! Let's go! Come dancing with me. Dancing with me. Come dancing with me. Dancing with me.
Julian Marsh there with Come Dancing With Me, the Tropical House Radio Mix. Now following that is a brand new release from JC Acker, John Coleman. He is back with Ergo I Win. And you know, some people have that classic vocal range, don't they? That when you hear it, you know instantly who it is. But they've got that classical feel of the 80s, nailed 100%. So enjoy this.
Oh, go I win.
JC there with Ergo I Win. Now we've got B. DeCary back with us with a beautiful track featuring Anna Moore. This is I Don't Want to Be a Hero, and this is a radio mix by Andrew Wood.
With a gun in my hand, but I won't pull the trigger. Our destiny is here, neath the red, white, and blue. So lead me to the slaughter. Now don't be afraid, come and join the parade for the ultimate in sacrifice. It's an old-fashioned story of hope and glory, a ticket for taking a life. I never knew existed. Subject me to the truth, to the horror and pain, until my mind is twisted. And what if I fail? Will you put me in jail for a murder I will not commit? 'Cause you don't understand till there's blood on your hands that it's time to forget and forgive. I don't wanna die
Wasn't that fabulous? That was B. DeCary there with I Don't Want to Be a Hero. Now then, Andrew Corbin is next with Into the Night, and this has also been mixed and mastered by Andrew Wood. He's a busy man, he's our Andrew Wood, isn't he? So sit back and enjoy this. Andrew Corbin there with Into the Night. What a great track that was too. I hope I've warmed up your Saturday night, although the weather has been glorious for us, hasn't it? And I'm hoping that we still have that over the bank holiday weekend. Now then, sometimes, as you know, artists get inspired by world events, by things that are in the news, by things that they feel particularly connected to. And I think you're going to find that with this next track. This is Nation Stole My Robots featuring Neat Nielsen. And this is all about the Sycamore Falls. We all know about the story about the beautiful sycamore that was cut down senselessly, and it outraged the whole country. Why would somebody want to do that? It beggars belief, but there are people out there who are just hell-bent on just making mischief. And let's hope that karma comes round and gets them too. So this is The Sycamore Falls by Nation Stole My Robots with Neat Nielsen.
Immortalized in films and in photography.
faded away as we sit and cry in the gap. The rings of the tree telling tales of the past. Every line echoes the time we have lost. Now a bleak and empty heart. You watched us grow through the highs and the lows. Who really decides what stays and goes? When the dust settles, who really knows? Why did they fell the sycamore? Now we stare at the gap where you once stood so proud. Remains a hollow shroud. In broken earth we feel where your essence still flies. There a new story lies. You watched us grow through the highs and the lows. Who really decides what stays and goes? When the dust settles, who really knows? Why did they fell the sycamore? And from the hollow heart, life will return as new leaves catch the sun.
Nation Stole My Robots there with Neat Nielsen, The Sycamore Falls. Now I'm going to follow that up with a brilliant track from our Praxis. This is Love of the 80s, and what a brilliant track this is too, because guess where I'm going on Saturday night? While you're listening to the show, I'm actually going to an 80s birthday party for a friend in the village. It's her 60th birthday party, and she wants us all to dress up as the 80s. I can't wait.
Thank
Alexis there with Love of the 80s. And Christine, I wish you a very, very happy birthday. I know it wasn't on Saturday, but I will see you on Saturday. I think she's coming as Adamant. I'll try and send you some pictures if she'll let me. We'll have to see who else dresses up as what. It's going to be such fun. Do you know, age is not a barrier. You should not have a barrier when it comes to having fun. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can still have a little bit of fun. And that's what we're doing tonight. We're racing through the first half hour. So the last one for set 1 is Max Project. I've got 2 from Max, and I think I might have to play one next week to give other people a chance to be heard this week, because I've got so many submissions to share with you. So this is Max Project with Desert Lounge. This is the stripped version, and what a brilliant track it is too, to set us up nicely for set 2. Project there with Desert Lounge, but that was the stripped version. As I say, I've got another one to share with you. Maybe we'll squeeze it in, but if not, I will certainly play it next week. Now then, here she is again, making another brilliant collaboration. This is Perfect Female Type with Maya Kamara with Play Your Games. female type there with Maya Kamara play your games. And I think that's what Microsoft are doing at the moment, you know. I don't know about you, but all of us who work in either radio or music or just everyday life, do you find when you switch your computer off, when you come back to it the next day, all your settings have changed? And you think, how very dare you do that? I want my settings to stay as they are. I came back in to do the show this morning and I have 2 screens. And do you know what? For the love of me, I could not get my screens to go onto a duplicated screen. And why? It was perfectly set up when I shut it down. Why on earth was it changed? And I don't like that meddling, that kind of meddling. I know there's a lot of cyber attacks going on at the minute, but just leave our settings alone if you don't mind, because it just creates extra work for us. Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent and I don't really want to get grumpy about Microsoft because I think most of us can throw our computers out the window at some time or another. Kim Lunner is back with us, another vocalist that you can't mistake at all. Great vibe, great vocals. This is With You.
I can't even find
Kim Lunner there with you, and we are certainly with you, Kim. Lovely to have you back on the show. Now then, Rogue FX is back with us again. This is The Great Escape, and do you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to be doing on the 10th and 11th of May. I'm escaping the studio because we are down at Fawcett Fields in the New Forest for the Shamrocks Festival. We are going to be broadcasting live, so if you want tickets, you can go to the website www.spectrumonair.com. There is a link there with a code for you to get some discounted tickets. Come and join us. The Gig TV bar is launching at that festival. In that tent will be lots of media movers and shakers in the music industry. Pop in and say hello and listen to some fabulous artists doing some original work, as well as on the main stage some fantastic tribute artists. So we look forward to seeing you there. But for now, let's have Rogue FX with The Great Escape.
There's something missing. No, I'm reminiscing about a good night. It's the end of the night. Told you I love you. Yeah, couldn't live my life for you. Yeah, I guess that's lovers is right. It's the end of the night. Feelings when you reach breaking point, dealing with despair. Waves of crashing on your life, time after time. My aspirations, my revelations, oh so empty inside. It's the end of the night.
From Rogue FX with The Great Escape. Now, next up is Doug Masters with Young Moon. This is from the album Astral Portis. Doug Masters is a Mexican producer with a balanced style between synthwave, Italio, high energy and space music with a strong nostalgic touch, achieving captivating atmospheres that take us into faraway worlds and distant galaxies. Sometimes perfect for the dance floor, sometimes great for a night drive, some others very emotive. Oh, I can't wait for you to listen to this, and I'm going to grab myself a nice cup of tea. But you might want to listen to this with a glass of wine, a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, or a pint of ale. So this is Young Moon by Doug Masters. Wow, wasn't that lovely? That was Doug Masters there with Young Moon. Now then, another artist for you to get to know, like and love. She is on Facebook, not many followers, so I think we can make a change to that. This is April O'Neil with Terminal Tranquility from the album Midnight Escapades. And I think you're going to love this, and I'll tell you a little bit more about April after her track.
This is your captain speaking. We've been cleared for departure.
At this time, I'm going to ask you to fasten your seatbelts.
clever that was, April, to set the scene for us right at the beginning of that track. That was Terminal Tranquility, and that was from her album Midnight Escapade. She's not got many followers on Facebook or Spotify, so I think we can change that. She's a music artist who loves creating music that comes from the soul. So she's really digging deep and bringing forward her creativity for what feels right for her, and I think that's absolutely right too. I'm going to follow that up with a brand new track from Milo. Oh, I love this. This is I Don't Speak French. Well, I do, but only a little bit.
Voices like the melody, smooth and divine. Couldn't get the meaning, I knew it was fine. Saw you in the corner, lost in the trance. Catch your eye, that neon sign, so I gave it a chance. Don't speak, I can't dance. All I need is the touch of your hair. I don't speak French, but I'm fluent in this. Every beat and every step. Don't speak French, but I'm fluent in this. Every beat and every step. Wild laugh set it off, como ça va? No Rosetta Stone needed for the mood that we're in. Don't speak, I can't dance. All I need is the touch of your hair. I don't speak French, but I'm fluent in this. Every beat and every step. Don't speak French, but I'm fluent in this. Every beat and every step. Don't speak French, but I'm fluent in this. Every beat and every step. Don't speak French, but I'm fluent in this. Every beat and every step.
Milo there with I Don't Speak French. You know, the beginning of that track reminded me of one of the dance tracks that I used to dance myself stupid to, which was Right on Time. Do you remember that? And I just thought it was going to break into that. But well, that was a brilliant track. I really loved that. I'm going to be listening to that again in my little beastie, and I'll be bopping along while I'm driving. Now we've got Louva up next with a new track. This is Lobo Hombre en Paris. Now this track is Wolfman in Paris, with a contemporary sound and a brighter atmosphere than the original. We visit Paris once again. We delve once again into Boris Vian's tale with this new version of the La Réunion classic, reimagined by Louva, a short journey to explore new sensations while managing to maintain some of the essence of the original.
De la noche ya amanece París.
Louvre there with Wolfman in Paris. Now then, new artist for you. I don't think I've had her on the show before. This is Alanis, and this is As She Dances from the album Another World. And who is she? Well, she is a Sicilian singer and artist hailing from Palmero in Italy. Since 2019, she has been a regular collaborator with synthwave label Retro Reverb Records. Her first EP, Another World, is going to be released on May the 1st. So this is her debut EP, and I think you're going to agree she is one to watch. Her debut album Another World, and that was As She Dances. And I think we can share some love. Let's go and like, follow and share. As you know, I will be tagging all of the artists that you're listening to on my show so that you can do that, because every little bit of support helps, even if you follow them on Spotify. I know Spotify is a word to most of us, but you know what? Growing their listeners and growing their fan base means that they will be picked up for playlists. So every little bit of support goes a long, long way, and I think that's within our reach. So let's share some love for Alanis there and her debut album, and I wish you lots of success with that. So I've squeezed one more into set 2 for you because we've got so much to share. This is Neon Vice 83 from the album Blooming. Again, I will be working through these albums for you, so you might find a track in there that you particularly fall in love with. So it's always important to go and look them up after I mention them on the show. This is Butterflies.
You're listening to Spectrum On Air, the colourful voice of radio. Broadcasting live on SpectrumOnAir.com, Get Me Radio and Mixcloud Live. And never fear, if you missed your favourite programme, just find our Listen Again service on Mixcloud.com. Spectrum On Air, putting the colour back into radio.
Don't forget, you can listen to this radio station on the Get Me Radio platform. Download the Get Me Radio app and listen on your Android or Apple mobile phone. And a whole range of TV apps such as Roku, Fire, Android and Apple TV. You can also listen on Alexa and Google Home devices. Just search for Get Me Radio. Download the apps and listen to this radio station on your favourite devices.
Oh, thank you, the wonderful Mr. Steve Blacknell there. Now then, I just wanted to remind you how you can listen to the radio station. As we grow and as we reach new listeners, it's not always easy for them to know where to get to us, but we stream now on so many different platforms. We are live on YouTube as well as Mixcloud, as well as Get Me Radio, as well as your Alexa, so you can find us just about anywhere. Now then, set 3, here we go. This is the Palette Changers. This is an opportunity for other artists to have their music on the show, maybe from different genres too, because if you love music, you love all types of music. So sometimes it's quite nice to mix up the mix a little bit. Well, I've got a new artist for you now. This is Rusalka with Vertigo. Now, who is Rusalka? She is a Canadian singer-songwriter based in Toronto and Dublin. She's performed at various venues throughout Toronto, Montreal and Dublin, and her influences include pop, alternative and indie artist. Named for the mysterious mythological Rusalka. Rusalka uses her voice to express her darker side, and she was sent into by our wonderful Keith McLaughlin, who does the Irish Music Show. So here's a new artist for you to get to know, Rusalka with Vertigo.
Got one thing on your mind and the nerve to say I'm just the same. Am I not as bold as you'd like, or maybe as tough as I claim? If what goes up must come down, then I'm a dead king. Feet are steady, pulses racing, I'm not scared of falling. It's just vertigo, I'm losing my balance. Don't let go, start tumbling like dominoes. The pavements rise and glow till I catch myself. It's just vertigo.
Oh, I loved that at the beginning, didn't you? That was very atmospheric. That was Rusalka with Vertigo. Next up is Amanda Hopewell is back. Hello, Amanda, and welcome back to the show. She's got a couple of tracks that I'm going to be sharing with you, but the first one, It's a Beautiful Day, and it certainly is, and it's great to have you back on the show.
Look at the sun come shining down on you, and feel it shine right through you. Look in your eyes and see the moon, reflecting back all the things you need. Oh, I can feel the river flowing. Look at the movie inside your dreams. You'll see you playing the lead role, and the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Look, I can feel the rhythm now, and all the drums beating loud in your head. Look in your eyes and you'll feel the mood. Your emotions are feeling fine. Come on and feel the river flowing. Look at the movie inside your dreams. You'll see you playing the lead role, and the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
Wonderful track there from Amanda Hopewell, It's a Beautiful Day. Now, another new artist for you to get to know, like and love. I've only managed to find him on Spotify. This is Crucially. Now, I hope I've said that right, with a track called Ocean Blue from the album Ocean Blue. Now, who is he? Well, Eric Cochilli, alias Crucially, the voice that touches, was born in 1966 with Jamaican and Swiss roots. His musical journey began very, very early, and for 6 years he was the lead voice in the youth choir, recorded 2 singles and discovered his passion for music. Life led him on detours, but he switched to a bourgeois profession as an accountant, which he still is today. So he's an accountant and also a musician. And I think that's wonderful about the artists you're listening to on my show, because they come from a rich tapestry of backgrounds. But one thing is in common. They all love music. So this is Ocean Blue, and I think you're going to love this. It's a lovely track.
It seems that I know everything about you, with golden hair and eyes of ocean blue. But I never met you, could I ever get to know your name? Tell me how to find you, is it just my mind to fantasize? The sunset that you notice with your lens, I want to call you, I still have to find out where you are. Is there any learning? Will I meet my yearning? It's so bizarre. Long time ago or in a distant world, I think I saw, I think I even heard a voice I could relate to, a face that I was drawn to, kind of home. All of your voices are giving me some choices, who you are. The sunset that you notice with your lens, time's running through the fingers of your hands. If I want to call you, I still have to find out where you are. Is there any learning? Will I meet my yearning? It's so bizarre. Forever or never, we cannot be together. Illusions will linger on. Sunset that you notice with your lens, time's running through the fingers of your hands. The sunset that you notice with your lens, time's running through the fingers of your hands. If I want to call you, I still have to find out where you are. Is there any learning? Will I meet my yearning? It's so bizarre, so bizarre.
Was Cruisley with Ocean Blue. Now he's got an album that he's working on that is going to be released in 2025. I hope it wings its way to me, and if it does, I promise you I will share some more tracks for you to get to know. Now, another new artist for you. This is Melissa Whitehouse. This is her track Over a Lifetime, and I'll tell you a little bit more about Melissa after her track.
Excuses. broken glass over a life of time. Over a lifetime. You were the love of my
Melissa Whitehouse there with Over a Lifetime. Now, who is she? Well, she's London born and bred, is currently writing for a number of new breaking artists from shows including The Voice and X Factor, as well as developing scripts and soundtracks for her first live-action TV show. Melissa's first break was at 16 after becoming a finalist for Songwriter of the Year in conjunction with Capital Radio and Coca-Cola. This led to Melissa performing on Channel 4's cult TV show, The Word, landing Melissa her first recording deal, working alongside multi-platinum selling producer Tony Matthew of Soul to Soul. This led to the creative duo writing for a variety of new artists and launching a successful music venture at their recording studios at Britannia Row in West London. Well, there you go. She's worked in various areas of the media industry, including MTV and Capital Radio, where she worked alongside legendary radio executive Richard Park, launching artists such as Craig David. And I have got an interview booked in with Melissa for the 2nd of June, so that will be coming out shortly. So if you've got a question for me, then please pop them over to me and I'll make sure that I will ask Melissa for you. Right, how am I going to follow that up? Well, let's have a little bit of rock and roll from the Milkmen. This is She Don't Like Rock and Roll. Was the Milkman there with She Don't Like Rock and Roll. Now then, My next artist is John Davis. Now, John messaged me to say, Suzanne, would you play some of my songs on your show? I'm an old singer-songwriter, and I've said, as I said earlier, there is no barrier to age when you want to have fun, and that's what John does with his songs. But he tells us such a lovely story that when you start to listen to the songs that he's written, you start to smile, and they are all tongue-in-cheek, they are beautifully written, and John plays, obviously, his own instruments as well. So this is a track called The Spirit is Willing, but the Flesh is Weak. Well, I think we've all been there, John, haven't we? So enjoy this from John Davis, a very different track for you.
Well, I met a young lady in a bar last night, a long-legged woman. I was doing all right. Soon she asked me back to her place, and she kissed my cheek. Well, the spirit was willing, but the flesh was weak. Some guys playing football gave me a shout. They were short of a player, would have helped them out. But I was soon breathless, and I reached my peak. Yeah, the spirit was willing, but the flesh was weak. Well, seems I'm not as young as I used to be. Been a few years since I turned 23, but I'm not ready for senility, no siree. But I don't sit around playing cards all day. Life's too short, gonna have some play, even if trying drives me up a creek. Yeah, the spirit was willing, but the flesh was weak. Yeah. I'm not as young as I used to be. Been a few years since I turned 23, but I'm not ready for senility, no siree. Well, I tried a few dance steps at a local bar, did a triple spin, but I took a fall. But I'm not shrinking violet, never mind on me. Though the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Yeah, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Yeah, the spirit is weak, but the flesh is weak. Yeah.
Oh, John, I'm going to be listening to that in my car, and that every time I listen to it, it's going to make me smile. Now, I've got a few more from John to share, so that's not the first, and it won't be the last of the tracks that you're going to get to know, like, and love. So how am I going to follow that up? Well, Shirley Callaghan has got a few more tracks out for us, and I'm going to be sharing one of them tonight for you. This is Fake Love, and what a beautiful track this is too.
Be there. I just wanted to be there, holding on to something. Sometimes I don't want to feel so tired. Is that a sign of a times? Feels like I'm in a world gone crazy.
Callaghan there with Fake Love. Don't you find when our singer-songwriters actually write a story for us to listen to in their music, it is so much more complex than a pop song, because they are really giving us some lyrics to think about and to really get a grip of, and I think Shirley's done that in that track. Absolutely beautiful. Now the last one for set 3, because I daren't look at the time. I'm not sure how many tracks I've got to share in set 4, because I don't know how much time we've run out with. I'll have a look in a minute. But I wanted to share another one from At May, and this is Sacred Fire from her album Canto Sagrado, and that's going to lead us nicely up into the last set.
Sacred fire, everlasting flame. Sacred fire, everlasting flame. My guide in darkness and shadows. Sacred fire, everlasting flame. Sacred fire, everlasting
know, I've got to be quick this last set because we're going to run out of time. But I just wanted to tell you that on the 10th and the 11th of May, we are down at the Shamrocks Festival in the New Forest. So there will be no show next week. And then I am travelling to Cyprus on the 13th. So I am going to try and prepare a show in between. I will probably do one of the weekends as the long play. So all of those beautiful tracks that are 5 or 6 minutes longer, if not longer, will be on that show. But what's not been on this week, I will try and get on for the first Saturday after the 13th of May for all of those artists. Well, we've got a brand new track that isn't even out yet. It's not even coming out until when I'm back from holiday. This is Audio Genica with Small Town Boy, and what a great cover they've done of this track too. Sarah Lady B now tells me that it is an interpretation of the iconic Bronski beat track Small Town Boy, and it is an absolute stonker, so I'll be sharing this again, and it is certainly one that's going in my car playlist, I can tell you that. Audiogenica there with the cover version of Small Town Boy. Now next up is Democrati with their own cover version. This is And Then. Manfred Thomaser and James Knights release their double A-side single 2+1 on May the 9th, underlining their unique selling point for the combination of soundtrack and pop music. This release contains 2 cover versions and the previously unreleased instrumental An Alternative to History, and the cover tracks And Then, which is a Depeche Mode track, and the revisited 2024 mix of their well-known 4+1 version of Living a Boy's Adventure Tale from a-ha. Until today, the cover recordings were only available on a CD compilation from Conzoom Records. So Democrati interpret a Depeche Mode classic from the Construction Time Again album 1983, and it's a sensitive treatment of the original as it could well sound newly produced today, and I think you will agree. So let's have a listen.
Of the world, tear it into pieces. All of the boys and the girls will see how easy it is to put it all down and start again from the top to the bottom and then I'll have faith or
wasn't that lovely? Now, as we talk about cover versions, I always say, isn't it lovely to hear our old classics, ones that we